Hello there. My name is Kevin Mendoza, and with my partner Trevor Helms, we are going to be talking about the eruption of Mount Tambora of 1815. We have two pictures showcasing Mount Tambora in the modern day. One of its side view, which showcases its elevation relative to the landscape, as well as an overhead view, which showcases the crater. The eruption happened on April 10th of 1815 and lasted until April 15th of April of 1815 on the island of Sumbawa in Indonesia. Here are two maps that showcase the mountain as well as the surrounding area, as well as artistic depictions of the time. Its tectonic setting was part of the Sunda Arc, where the Indo-Australian plate subducts beneath the Eurasian plate, which generates a magma that feeds explosive stratovolcanoes. Here's a cross-section of the oceanic and continental plate boundary, and a map of the boundaries as well. A cause for the eruption was a gradual buildup of magma over centuries that led to the colossal VEI 7 eruption. Uh, we have Mount St. Helens for comparison, which showcases the bulge that was building up before it also eventually erupted. Uh, the eruption happened for 5 days, um, and here is an artistic depiction of what the people near the volcano would have seen as the eruption was going on. Uh, it ejected over 150 cubic kilometers of material and collapsed the summit into a caldera, 6 kilometers wide and about 1.5 kilometers deep. Um, one more thing about the individuals, there were about 10,000 people killed directly from the volcano's eruption and about 60 to 90,000 killed from famine and disease, which were caused by the crop failures. Um, Some of the impacts were environmental, such as the atmosphere and climate, which from the eruption, it released about 60 million tons of sulfur dioxide, which formed an aerosol veil that cooled the Earth by about zero point 0.4 to zero point 0.7 degrees Celsius. That caused a global climate disruption, which led to the famine and loss of crop life. Snow in June and July of 1816 were reported across North America and Europe, which were, again, results of this eruption, as well as failed monsoons in Asia, which continued to contribute to the famine of the individuals who were still alive. We have some eyewitness accounts that depict crop failures across the globe, as well as remains of individuals who lost their lives during the eruption. Entire villages were destroyed, and the Tambora culture were buried in ash, similar to the eruption of Mount Vesuvius and the people of Pompeii. The global famine of 1816 is known as the year without a summer due to the crop failures in Europe and North America that led to the food shortages, which unfortunately led to riots, migration, and social unrest during these times. A few fun facts that we learned during the research of this volcano was that the eruption inspired different paintings, such as J.M.W. Turner's dramatic sunset painting and Mary Shelley's Frankenstein during the dark and cold summer of 1816. Crop and oat shortages pushed Carl Dreas to invent the early bicycle as a horse substitute, which again was quite an interesting result from such a event. What we learned from the eruption of Tambora was how it showed the world how volcanic eruptions can drive global climate change, which influences later volcanic and climate research. Um, and here is a picture of the crater left inside of Mount Tambora. We have our credits for our view, and yeah, thank you for watching our video.